What is going on, beautiful people? We're back with another video. This video, we're gonna cover why and how easiest path to make 10 G's a month. So we named a pretty decent list. We got a list right here. I was actually typing this out right now, and I was coming up with the idea actually from yesterday because I know some other people that are in the trading space. So want to help you guys get to 5, 10, easily fucking 15K a month. And you can easily achieve this, bro. It's very simple. If, let's say, you don't have the capital funds to fund up your live account for you to get to this goal, then you can easily go the firm route. I do have multiple firms. I also have a live capital account. So you can go both ways, right? And the reason I'm making this video is, or why I should be talking about this topic, is because multiple months I've already been taking out more than 10K. So I can pretty much, I can fucking make a video on this because, like I mentioned, I already took out multiple 10K months, probably more than that. But that's for another video. We're gonna cover that. Bro, I have so much fucking stories on some other fucking payouts, dude. That shit was, man, that's another video. So, right now, you guys can see, what time is it? Fucking 3:58 a.m. in the morning, bro. On a fucking Monday night. On a Monday night. On a Monday morning. On a Monday morning, bro. 3:58 a.m., bro. Who the fuck does this shit, man? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, come on, man. If you guys enjoy the videos, leave a like, subscribe, bro. Share it with other people, because I know we're still growing out the channel. And I'm growing this shit out, dude, until we have other people that are joining and seeing these type of videos. But let's get straight into it. So, first thing you want to do to get to that goal of, I'm making this video to simply get to the goal of around 10K a month. This is the goal. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to check out my Instagram, or you guys want to know what I'm about, the results I've been getting with trading, go down into the description. I'll probably leave some link. I used to leave a link, but you guys can go search my username on Instagram or go on TikTok. And I want to start getting back into content creation on TikTok, but for now we're focusing more on YouTube, Instagram. We're seeing what works, what doesn't work. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. Finding a profitable edge. What does this mean? You need to have an edge where it's a positive expectancy over a large period of time. If you have a positive expectancy, meaning over 100 trades, 50 trades, I would say more 100, you will essentially have made money. You're not going to lose money. Over 100 trades, 100 to 200 trades, you're not going to lose money. That is what a positive expectancy edge in the market is. So you need to find a profitable edge. It's not hard to find one, bro. Search one up. Go to ICT. All the fucking SMT people. Who else? There's so much, bro. I can even give you guys a fucking strategy, but that's not until probably way later, man. Because right now I'm not even. Well, we're not gonna cover that, but bro, find one online. You can easily hit up a fucking mentor. You can easily go buy a course. They'll fucking give you one. Get one going. And it doesn't even have to be ICT, SMT, fucking Fair Valley Gap bullshit. I'm just kidding. I know it works, but or there's so much. So get a fucking profitable edge. Start to back test. I forgot to mention in here. Start to back test and forward test 50. I would say if you want to be on the safe side, back test more than a whole year's worth of data. So you want to go back and either you can get a software for this. I know that there's a lot of softwares. There was actually one that I know a lot of people be using. I forgot what it was called. It was what the fuck was it, bro? There's so many, man. You can search them up. I don't need to fucking you get my point. You can either do this shit on TradingView too. I don't suggest TradingView. There's other really good softwares, bro, that gave you live data in real time, so it's actually simulating each candle. It's very fucking good. So go do that. Back test. Find at least a years to 2 years worth of data if you want to be on the safe side, and forward test that same system. Either could be with demo money, or if you just want to have a low sample size, and see how you perform. If you are still having issues, then you need to fix up on that. I can make that in a whole separate video as to why or how people fuck up back testing, forward testing. But you basically have to have a positive expectancy over the back testing results that you get with you finding your profitable edge for number one, and forward testing it to the point where you are pretty much so knowledgeable that you understand your biggest losing streak, biggest winning streak, how often do losers occur, clusters of losers, so you don't start freaking out, whenever you start losing. And pretty much this is what goes into a profitable edge. I would say that if you really want to forward test it with complete practicality, you're going to have to forward test it with actual fucking money, and you risking the normal amounts that you guys would normally risk. So forward test it. Don't cut down the risk. Forward test it with your normal risk and see how that works, how that performs. If for whatever reason you cannot duplicate the back testing results with the forward testing results, then obviously that you need to fix your psychological issues, which that's my second point. You need to completely fix your psychology, stop doing the dumb shit that you're doing. And bro, if you have a certain plan every single day and it tells you you can only trade 1 or 2 times a day, what the fuck are you doing taking another trade, bro? It's if let's say you have this plan and you have a checklist and you have a mechanical system, what are you doing fucking going beyond that? We all know that people that fucking break the plan, they're the ones that blow up the fastest, bro. So fix your psychological issues. I don't know what psychological issues you have. There can be so much. You have fear, greed, fucking too emotional, can't take a fucking hit, can't take a loss. It's, bro, there's so much. I cannot tell you exactly how to fix it because each individual is different to how they perceive the market. So understand that it's either one of these. You got to find out if it's your edge or if it's your psychology or if it's your edge, that one of these two that's fucking you up. This is how you find out if it's your edge or your psychology. So whenever you backtest and you have a positive expectancy, but when you forward test, it's completely out of whack, that could be your psychology. Another way to test this is that you find yourself being disciplined. You pretty much have 6 months, 3 to 6 months of data. You understand that, okay, now I forward tested for quite a while. I have my back testing data. I pretty much documented my trades and what I'm doing. So this is how you find out if it's your psychology. I think I went over that. So your back testing, forward testing results are out of whack. They don't match up. Here's your edge. If it's your edge, but you have discipline, you follow your plan how it's supposed to. And I'm not talking about you guys lying to yourselves, because I know certain people, they lie to themselves about how they did with the execution, because at the end of the day, the market's just, it's all a reflection on you. You cannot blame someone else besides you. That's it. So certain people, what they like to do is, because they feel shameful of them hitting a loss due to they know they fucked up, right? they don't want to fucking take a look at that. They don't want to go back and reflect on that. So this is what they do. Their ego copes so fucking hard that they're saying to themselves, "Hey, it was a normal loss. I'm okay. We'll come back tomorrow." No, bro. It was bad execution. The executing part on your side, you fucked up. So be 100% honest, because at the end of the day, bro, you can bullshit me, you can bullshit someone else, but you're not gonna bullshit yourself, man, because it's just how bad you want it, bro. You have to be that honest, and it could come with you feeling a little bit embarrassed, but or you're looking back at your losses, right, and you're like, fuck, dude. Even though I recorded my losses, I feel a little bit discomfort, looking back at this shit. I know I fucked up on my execution. You take 100% of the responsibility here. But if you, let's say, are 100% being honest and you actually fucking mean it, you are 100% being honest, then the whole issue here is that your psychological or your edge to find out if it's your edge is if you're being disciplined, following your plan completely, and you have an equity curve that just keeps going lower and lower and lower. If it keeps going down, it could mean that you don't have a profitable edge. It doesn't come up right and tank quick. It typically, when you don't have an edge, this is what happens. You usually stay flatline, or you go in dips slowly. So hopefully that helped, because if you are truly disciplined but you just don't have an edge, you're not gonna lose that much either way, bro. It's just not gonna happen. You could incur losing streaks, but the chances of you blowing an account, unless you're doing some really, you're doing some NPC shit, over leveraging, over risking, over trading, then of course you're gonna blow your account. But if you are following, like I told you, you have your good psychological mental state of mind, then you probably just need to find a good edge. There's many videos. I can even go over the video of how to create a good edge in the market. But let's get into point number 3. And also forgot to mention, when you are doing this and you're finding an edge, make sure that it correlates with your own personality to better suit you. You do not want to make this 10 times harder than it already is by you finding an edge where you have to stay up for, you pretty much have to completely switch your schedule for it, or you have to do some other fuck shit. Bro, make it easy. Find an edge where it fits with you, with your schedule, what you have going on. So we're gonna get into point number 3: firms or live capital, right? And we're gonna go faster with these points. So here's the thing: you can start off with live capital, or you can start off with firm capital. I achieved 10 racks, 10 G's with both. So with firms, you can easily get one 200K account, which works. I've seen people make it work. I even made it work. Get another one, and you, by the way, you can actually go with whoever. If you're most comfortable with this company, go ahead. It doesn't matter. So you can either get 200K accounts, one 200K, right? 200K accounts, or 450K accounts. And why do I tell you this? Is because the reality of you hitting 10% a month on a 100K account, it's very low. You could do it. It's possible. I've seen people do it. But that's assuming that you have a really good month. And most months, they're just not going to do that. You're not going to have a really good month every single month. It's going to be ups and downs. You even could have a break even month or slightly red. And that's why I tell you, pick up another 100K account or multiple 50K accounts, because bro, you need a little bit more capital than the capital that you assume that you're going to hit 10% a month. And if you want to be on the safe side, go ahead. Get the more accounts, the better. because you're not pressured to make that percentage each month, if that makes sense. Okay, here we go. This is probably these 2 points. I'm gonna cover them really quickly, but keep watching the video because I'm gonna go over how to make this work with live capital, even though if let's say you don't have too much. But going back to the firms, 200K account, 200K, I think this is the best scenario for you. Get 200K account and just trade that one. Don't be focusing on any others, because I know certain people, I myself included, have multiple accounts with multiple firms, and I'm fucking executing good on some and execute bad on the others, and that comes at a cost. So you could literally land a candle. It's just, if you're scalping in the market and you are trading ES, NQ, or YM, or some of these other pairs that are highly volatile with indexes, there's going to come a point where on some you just get a semi to bad entry, which is, it happens, bro, when you are managing multiple accounts. But here's the deal. So with live capital account, now that we covered the firms, I would suggest you only get one account with the 200K. I know certain firms, they don't offer that, but, or if you're going with future firms, future firms, some of them do offer it. So you just have to do your research, go with whichever one fits you. I can do even another video on certain firms that paid me out. So these are the ones that I trust. We can do a video on that. Here's to the fifth point, live capital. Now, a lot of people say you at least need to have 100K on your account. No, you don't. I've seen people make it work with 20K. It's a little bit more risky, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because you essentially have to be upping up the risk if you want to make that type of money. And it's just, for some people, it's not worth it. I would say if you want to be on the safe side, more on the safe side, bro, a 50K account will lead you to a 10K month easy if you do it correctly. And you might have to scale up on the risk, but I've seen people do it. I done it. Other people done it. You scale up by you first starting off. You set a cushion for yourself, and then you up the risk a little bit more. And this is assuming you have a profitable edge and you have fixed your psychological issues. Do not start a live account if you don't have any of these, bro. Please do not start a live account, because I made a complete dumbass mistake in the past of me starting thinking that I was profitable, putting in my actual money and blowing that shit. Don't do that, bro. It was painful. Don't be a complete dumbass and just put your life savings onto this shit and you hoping to land 10K months. Because you could get lucky. I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's some people that do get lucky. They even get lucky on a firm fucking account. Don't be one of these people. If you can consistently, I'm talking about consistency, bro. And not each, let me rephrase that. Consistency doesn't mean that you are landing extremely good months every month. It means that you are, on average, pulling out this amount percentage. For me, right, on average, I do pull out around 5 to 6, around 7%. That's me back testing data. I would say more on the 5 to 6, but if you're risking, if let's say we're risking 1R, typically I will land the month with 5 to 6R. I know on average, like I told you, right, some months are just gonna be slightly break even or red, but on average, if you take my data from every single month, that's what I land. So make sure that you have a profitable edge, bro. Do not put any live capital, because you are pretty much risking your whole account if you do not have a profitable edge, or your psychology is just completely out of the window. It's completely fucked for you to put money on a live account. Some people, like famous influencers, they can flip that account, but they already have so much experience that they can do that shit. They can get a fucking 5K account and flip it to however much, because to them that 5K account means nothing. But if you actually put money in your life capital and that money means something to you, it's going to be way harder. So cut down the risk. If you do not like risking too much, or you're just not that type of person, load up with a little bit more, save up more, put more money on the live account, risk a little bit less. It doesn't take too much, bro, to make 10K. Get the fucking 20. If you want to go a little bit higher risk and you want to go with the 20K count, which could happen, you could do this, then understand that you're just going to have to risk a little bit more. Find a system that doesn't incur too many losses, that you're not incurring a lot of losses along the way, right? And your confidence is still intact, meaning it doesn't take too long for you to break a losing streak with that edge that you have if you're going higher risk. So hopefully that makes sense. That's the end of the video. This is how you can, I found it to be the easiest way to get to 10K a month, bro. If you can load up maybe a life capital account with 10 to 20K and then invest the rest into firms. If you want to go that route, you can go ahead and do that. I've seen multiple people do that, make really good, nice money at the end of the month. And we're gonna do multiple. I'm thinking of doing one more video today, because I did take just a couple. I did have some ideas, man, but it's going to. I've been thinking, bro, if we continue growing out the channel, we can do some other things, bro, with this channel, like some vlogs, like I mentioned, fucking getting some drones, going to other places, getting some drone shots. I actually have really good planned ideas, bro, for whenever we we pretty much get another good month, which could be this month. I know if you guys been keeping up with my stories, August was not, it was pretty much a break even month. Let's call it what it is. Break even month on August. September, right now I'm up right now I'm up 1 hour for September. If we keep going and September ends up being a pretty decent month, then we'll go ahead, cop some other things, and make some more videos. But for right now, we're growing out the channel. We want to provide as much value. I want to provide as much value. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's keep this rolling, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Share this video if you enjoyed it, and let's go.